Why is it focusing on your face?
I don't know, maybe it likes my face.
Hi guys, it's Char, and this is
Maverick.
Today I am doing a video on our relationship. We've been dating since high school, and it'll be 6 years in March. So I kind of wanted to do some questions where we kind of reflect and look back on our relationship and what it's like being in a long-term relationship at such a young age. Is one thing you love about being in a long-term relationship?
But I feel like we got really lucky with meeting each other in high school, and so one thing that's been nice is being able to grow with each other.
I love just always having a person who's like your best friend, just there in all those moments, the moments where you're happy, sad, anxious, mad, whatever. There's always a support system. One thing that has been difficult about being in a long-term relationship.
It can be easy for the relationship to get stagnant, especially being long-term. And that's what I see in a lot of relationships around me, around our age, people our age, is it gets after that lovey-dovey phase that happens after until about a year. They're not ready to put in the work that a relationship deserves and needs. Yeah, I could say that's something that is difficult, especially with it being, because it could go up and down, and that's with a lot of relationships. I mean, it hasn't happened in a while, but I know that that was one thing back, I don't know, a decent time ago, but that's something that's stuck with, that I try and work on with us.
I think that one thing that's been difficult is it's easy to lose yourself in a relationship, and you kind of morph into the person that you're dating. You develop a lot of their personality traits, and you have similar habits. So one thing that's been difficult is being my own person, and I'm a very independent person, so I try to plan things for myself so that I can grow as my own individual person. There's ways that we can grow together, but just not losing a sense of self. So that's been difficult, but I feel like I've been really good at it this year. I've done a lot of trips this year without him and made my own memories, and I like to do a lot of things on my own.
I don't think that's a bad thing either. That was a good point. I mean, not losing your sense of self, because if you lose your sense of self and then only rely on the other person, what friend groups are you going to have? What personality do you have? Because then once you realize that, then it makes you sad, and then you don't have people around you just to support you too.
Trait that you love most about each other. I love that you are very giving and selfless, and he's always making sacrifices for me, and I appreciate that a lot.
One trait that I love about you is your outgoingness. Whenever you're in a group, you're the one to take the lead and want everyone to get out of their comfort zone. And for me, being introverted, you definitely helped me grow more extroverted and being more outgoing and charitable to people. And you would volunteer, and that was something that was hard for me because I didn't want to be out and around strangers. But it's not a bad thing to be around strangers, just to give to other people.
Something that bugs you about the other person.
You go first again. No, you can go first. I need some time. I could think of one that you could have for me.
Yeah. I don't know, should I say farting?
Well, it's the truth.
Yeah, I honestly can't think of anything other than farting right now. He just farts a lot.
'Cause I don't look for the things that annoy me anymore. I don't know if this counts as one, but maybe liking to have everything clean and organized all the time. Or not all the time, but most of the time. And it doesn't really bug me, but that's all that comes to my head. But if we're being honest, I don't think there's anything that bugs me.
One thing you enjoy doing together?
With having a person, your best friend with you, the best times have always been the ones that we can just share, just her and I. Just having our own time together. Because I have a big family, so we hang out with my family a lot, and we hang out with her family. But the times that we're able to share alone, whether that's even just going out on a date or staying home, that's what's been most meaningful to me.
I enjoy playing tennis together, even though I get really frustrated because I'm really competitive. Or just like little things like errands. I like doing that together. Have you changed since you first started dating? How so?
I mean, it'd be surprising if we didn't change, especially going through high school. Then basically we're getting finished with college and going into past that. Like there's been a lot of changing. I mean, for me, I used to be introverted, never wanting to talk with other people, being awkward, not having a really solid friend group coming out of high school, and that was hard for me. I would get jealous easily. I'd be overcritical of myself, and that carried on to others. Those are all things that I've been working on and have, for the most part, overcome those. I'm a better man than I was 6 years ago. Dude.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've changed like 20 times. I feel like I've gone through so many different phases in my life, but I mean, obviously when we've started dating till now, I've changed a ton. I was looking back at videos that I filmed like a year ago, and I was like, who is that? But yeah, I've definitely changed. I also think that I'm a better person than I was. I mean, obviously when we were dating, we were so young and we were immature, and we're still like growing, but you know, we've obviously matured a lot. Where do you see a relationship 5 years from now?
5 years, we both have solid jobs. We're living together, whether that's a house or or something smaller. Maybe a kid by the end of that 5 years.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. I feel like every time you make a plan, it never goes to plan. So I don't like to be like, oh, 5 years from now we'll have kids and we'll live in a big city and we'll have 2 dogs. Because I don't know. And every time I say something, it goes opposite as planned.
Yeah.
But hopefully we'll be married because I'm engaged right now. And that's in the plan for next year. But I definitely can see us with a dog.
A pug.
Yeah, he really wants a pug. Advice for those in a long-term relationship. If you're not with someone that you feel 100% comfortable with, who's your best friend, or if you don't feel at peace with them, then you should probably not be in that relationship. If you have that like feeling within yourself, I don't know how to explain it, but like your conscience, and it's like something's not right, even if it like everything looks perfect on the outside, but it doesn't feel like perfect in your heart. I mean, no relationship's perfect, but if it doesn't feel right in your heart, then you should probably address that and not be with that person. Because I've seen so many people waste part of their life, honestly, like with the wrong person, and go into marriage not marrying the right person. But I think it's really important, because if you're going to be in a long-term relationship, you don't want to waste your time if you don't see a future with them.
like I would say you start a long-term relationship when you get out of the honeymoon phase at the beginning. That's where the real work starts, the real effort starts, putting in time into your guys' relationship, and always setting time aside for you guys. Always setting time aside once a week to go out on a date or a picnic night or just an activity with each other. It's really important to keep a connection with each other.
Alright, well, thank you for watching this video. If you want any more advice videos for those in relationships, comment below. I think we have a lot of advice and knowledge. I mean, but anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.
Thank you.